Hello, welcome to Crochet Planet, podcast episode 7. I've already recorded this morning, but for some reason I kept touching the mic, so it sounded awful. And I've got something extra to show. I've had my big sugar yarn. I opened it there and I was like, no, do you know what? I'll leave it for a second. Watched my podcast back through and I kept touching the mic. So, second time lucky, right? Right. Bit of ASMR happening. Right, there you go. So I've got a little sticker that says thank you. Hope this doesn't sound too terrible on the mic. Okay, it's really beautifully packaged. And wow, look at that. So pretty. And this one is 100% superwash merino, Aran weight, 100 grams, and the colourway is a winter's tale. And this one's from Biff Sugar Yarns. Wow, I mean, oh wow, that's so pretty. And I had to get this one. I am an absolute huge Disney fan. Huge Disney fan. You'll see why. I had to get this one. 100% superwash merino, Aran weight, 100 grams. The colourway, Cinderella. I had to. I mean, wow. It's so pretty. It just looks like you've opened a geode. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. I have no idea what I'm going to make with this. I have no idea. But yeah, so that's came. One thing I do have to, I'm just going to have a swig of coffee while my neighbour's dog barks. Perfect timing. Perfect. On my last podcast, I said I was going to do and knit some socks. It didn't work out very well at all. So I got paid and I found the Simply Crochet magazine had Tunisian hooks, and I did see Happy Berry Crochet was doing a tutorial on how to Tunisian knit socks. So for about a week I was umming and ahhing, do I get one? What about if I'm not good at it? And luckily, there's one in the magazine. Happy. And followed the video, I tried it, and check this out. Turns out I can Tunisian knit or crochet, whatever it's called. That's just the plain knit, and oh gosh, and that's the knit and purl. I'm not sure if you can pick it up. So it turns out I can't knit, but I can, oh, I've just knocked the stitch off. Oh dear. Yeah, so it turns out I can crochet knit. But yeah, so yeah, so I'm I'm really happy that I get to use my sprinkles yarn that I've dyed myself. Which I'm really happy at, because I had no idea what I was going to do with it, and I dyed it and had all these plans. So yeah, it's going to be a sock, which is absolutely amazing. What else have I got? I just keep staring at that yarn. I'm going to have to move it over, because I really don't want to start crocheting with it yet. You'll see why in a minute. I've got a massive order that is taking up most of my time, and oh dear, it's really nice, don't get me wrong. That's one of them that I'm taking it everywhere I go just to get it done. So I've got, oh, don't get my lunch. I've got these, oh, it's upside down. Switch. So I've got, oh my God, it's huge. The good thing about crocheting a blanket is that you can have it on you while you're crocheting it. And this one's actually really warm, even though I thought it wouldn't be, because it's got loads of holes, because it's a granny square type blanket. I thought it wouldn't be warm at all. And as I got so far, I was like, oh, I think she wants a warm blanket. I can't. This is what she's chosen, but I don't think it's going to be warm. And oh boy, was I wrong. I was very wrong. So this is the rainbow blanket. I am currently making up as I go along. Yeah, so it's 10 of these across and 10 of these down. I hope you could see my hand trying to, like, my finger trying to point. So I'm getting there. I've got 70. I've made 31, so I've got 79 to make. And it's all got to be done by the 3rd of April. I've only had a week so far to do it. And I'm one of these that I like to start a project and then I swap to another project and then I go to another. So I've got 3 or 4 different projects on the go. But with this one, I've managed to do my I had to get my socks dyed. I was too excited not to. I mean, it's so soft. So soft. So I had to start it. So if I do get a bit, oh, I'm fed up with this blanket, I can do like a row or 2 of these. Just knit stitches. And then I'm like, oh, I'm satisfied now. I can do a couple more squares. Which I probably will do every time I've got a big project. I'll start some socks up. I'll have a million socks by the time I'm finished. So that's my plan. So I've got the big project. That was my 2nd order. My 1st order was a baby headband that has gone to my friend and her baby, baby Ivy. But I will put a picture up in the beginning of my podcast, in my intro. Yeah, so it's been a busy 2 weeks. I really didn't think I was gonna do any orders and like sell stuff. Like what happens when you put things on Facebook, like, oh, look what I made, and people are like, oh, can I have one? And I'm like, oh, yeah. It's fine. I've never crocheted a blanket before, so this one is my first. And I'm not sure. I like blankets, but they take so long. I'm more of a if anything takes me more than a week to do, I'm like, nah, I'm bored already. But that blanket's really, really nice, and I've got my sock to keep me going. Another thing I've got to make, I've wanted to make this for ages. It's Estelle Shrug. It might be easier on the curve there. By Natalia McHale. I think that's right, Natalia McHale. And on Instagram, she's known as Talia Crochet Creations. If you want to check her out. And oh my, it's so beautiful. I've had this for about, I think I started this before my friend asked me to do the blanket for her daughter. And I've not got very far. So this is it so far. To be fair, it's really pretty, isn't it? And I'm not sure what's happening here. I really have no idea what happened there. I've got a rather big double shell stitch. Don't know what's happened there. So that's another thing of my creations. But my sock, I am so proud of. My other socks are currently in a bag in my cube. I just haven't got around to doing it, and I really want to wear them as well, so I've got to hurry up and just finish I think I've just got the toe and the heel to do, and then it will be done. But yeah, the most thing I am happy about at the moment is designing the rainbow blanket. And I am currently writing up the pattern of my spiral shawl. No, it's not a shawl, it's a cowl. My spiral cowl from, I used the yarn from Sadie Spincraft. I might make another cowl with that, but I think I might make a shawl. I have no idea what I'm going to make with it, because to be honest, oh, it's just too beautiful to even use. I mean, I keep staring at, oh my goodness. Some people just have the absolute knack. Oh, look at that. Of dyeing yarn, and I haven't. Well, do you know what? I will get there. I'm just a bit hard on myself. I've got all these ambitions. I want to be a crochet designer. And at the moment, I'm stuck on what to design for these. I mean, nobody... Oh my goodness, they're just... It just looks like they've cracked open a geode, and you've got the blues and the yellows, and oh, I think that bit's my favourite. I mean, wow. Wow. I think, oh, I have found a new shop I was gonna, what was it called? It was on Etsy. Wildflower. I found it a few weeks ago, but I just got blown away with those. I had to get it. I had to. Cinderella was obviously a must. Cinderella. I mean, whoa. And this one just reminds me of, although actually this one reminds me of Cinderella because of her dress, I think. And this one reminds me more of Sleeping Beauty with her dress. It's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that. I think that's my favourite bit right there. So I have no idea what I might make. I'm thinking a shawl or a wrap, a shawl wrap, a sharap. It sounds like I'm going to say saran wrap. I'm going to wrap myself in Biff Sugar Yarn saran wrap. I have no idea what I'm saying. It's only Wednesday. Oh dear. Oh my goodness, what has my mind come to? I think that's everything I've got to say. I think so. Yeah, so I've got a blanket to finish and my other socks to finish and these Tunisian socks to finish, and then I've got an idea of what colour to dye some yarn. I've got one Superwash Merino DK to dye, and I got the colours that I wanted to use from, I think it was last night or the night before. There was the most beautiful sunset that I can see from my window, and it was like yellow right on the horizon, and then it was like orange, and then pink that went into like a grey purple, bluey purple colour, and then like a bluey grey with the clouds in the sky. And wow, it was absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna dye that yarn probably the weekend when it gets a bit dry, because at the moment here it's rubbish. The sun's trying to come out, but I've had to get my light out because it's not very good out there. So that's my plan, and I'm gonna call, I've actually got a name for this one. I've actually got a name for this one. This one's gonna be called Sunset. I guess I call this one Sprinkles, because it reminds me of like when you put sprinkles on a cake and then just leave it for a little bit and the colour kind of run into the icing, it spreads out. That's what it reminds me of. So yeah, that's my plan. To get the blanket done, make something with these yarns, although they're too good not to use. They're just beautiful. And my socks I need to finish. And then hopefully I've found some more projects to do. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay, right, I'm going to leave you there before I ramble on anymore. I hope you all enjoyed this podcast. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Subscribed if you haven't already. And I'll see you all get there. Oh my, see what I mean? See what I mean? Let's start again. I hope you all liked this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, comment below, and don't forget just to have fun wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Just love what you do. Just do it, whatever it is you want to do. And I hope you all have a great time wherever you are. I love you all so much, guys. See you later.